Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. For the Grue Rume Show today, I got a very awesome guest, and he is a model, fashion model, and we're going to talk to him all about that. He's starting to act about that as well, and his name is Maurice. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters, as you can already tell. I am the host of the Grue Rume Show, and my interview will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Rume, and as always, welcome to my nightmare. So stay tuned.
Everything here.
Oops, here we go.
Yeah,
That
I'm doing
Oh my
like
God,
a
look at those
upgrader.
lights. Those lights are awesome. It looks like a lightsaber from Star Wars.
I got two of them. These are like perfect to get, great
That
lights.
that is so cool. I love that.
Okay, sure. So let me know what you want to know. I'm so happy to be on this podcast with you,
Thank
and
you.
I'm very happy to share all the experiences I'm very honored to have made.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I guess the first thing I'll start out asking you is I see you do like a lot of modeling and fashion modeling and photo shoots. And what inspired you to want to get in involved with doing that?
So regarding modeling, when I was young, my mother actually pushed me forward to it. So I was just trying to be in a couple advertisements, and I did. I was pretty young when I was in this one big advertisement for the football soccer world finals.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of where it started. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a call.
It's
Okay, let me just hang up on that one.
no problem. No problem.
Okay, that is where it started. That is where I saw that, oh my gosh, it's kind of fun to see me on TV. And I also had some modeling jobs for H&M, for C&H, just a couple brands when I was young. But but from there, I wasn't focusing on it too much because I was more into professional sports. I did track and
Oh,
yeah. So I can talk about my whole life story if you want
yeah,
to.
definitely, definitely.
Okay, sure. So, doing pictures, I didn't like to do pictures, to take pictures of myself actually before. But once I've gotten on, this commercial, um, then switched my mindset, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool to have some pictures of myself here and then. So I had a couple photo shoots, and then doing this track and field thing once I turned 16. So I did that. I used to play football soccer before. That's why I was very happy to have this advertisement. Um, until I was 12 years old, I got scouted by the second largest and or maybe the second best football soccer team. They scouted me, but
Oh my God.
not for football, but for track and fields, which is cool.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, they scouted me at my school. I was running, I was a sprinter, so they measured how fast can I be in 30 meters. And I found out that I was the fastest in school, so they invited me to, compete against others in my field. And that's where my track and field journey started, right? So doing all of that, really working my ass off besides from
yeah.
school. And I wasn't the best at school. I was always struggling a little bit. And yeah, I did the track and fields until I was 19 or yeah, 19, 20, 19 or 20 years old. And when I turned 16, that's where I got rewarded the first time, like big time for me, because I was honored to be German champion in
Yes.
pentathlon. Yeah, so five different fields: sprint, hurdles, javelin throw, high jump, and long jump. And then after that, multiple regional champion, awarded for some other things, etc. So it validated my efforts, right? And yeah, so besides from that, with this young age, and then getting awarded as German champion, obviously my body developed too, right? And then
Exactly.
people are, hey, you got a nice body. On social media all the time, people ask me for my workout plan or something. And then I was like, oh, actually, if that inspires you, why don't I do anything about it? So I actually sold a digital workout guide, but I also got more into modeling. So I built my own relationships. I wasn't signed to any agency, model agency,
Okay.
but rather did it all by my own terms. And
Wow.
yeah. Should I move forward? I feel like it's so much to explain.
Oh no, you're fine the way you are. If you're good like that, it's fine with me.
All right, sure. Um, sure thing. So once I actually, my modeling career really started 2.5 years ago.
Oh,
And so I'm studying business management. I'm almost done by now. Like I have my last bachelor's thesis. By the end of December, I'll be done and finally I'll be free.
nice,
But
nice.
yes, besides from studying, my university sent me to the US for a semester abroad. So
Oh,
I
okay.
was very honored to have this only spot at my university here in Munich, in Germany,
Yeah.
to be able to send me to the US to a partner university. Yeah. So I went to Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
And
okay. That's not far from me. I live in
where you?
Philadelphia.
Ah, no way, Philly. Okay. That was our competition.
I know, right?
Yeah. It was a nice time. Man, different country, different state, right? Everything is just so very different. And I
Yeah.
really loved it, how things are moving on quickly. It's in comparison to Germany, it's just you're just so fast with building and creating. And
Oh,
we're just a little limited to I don't know, legal stuff, etc.
gotcha.
Yes. But anyway, so I was in Pittsburgh. I wasn't studying full time. I was traveling a lot. I do have family in LA, for example, in California. And so I visited them, and my uncle, my godfather actually knew a designer based in LA. And he was he was having his show, his fashion show for Art Parts Fashion for the
Okay.
Los Angeles Fashion Week, right? So he was like, "Oh my gosh, your guy is in the US. He should come over." So I took advantage of this opportunity. I paid my own flight, just went all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast, right, to California, to
Yeah.
LA. And I was modeling for this designer, right? And because I was doing that on my own terms, right? I was paying for my own flight, but I was crashing at my uncle's place.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
this designer saw that I'm just trying to be there for him. He saw the value, right? And then what happened next is that he recommended me to others, right? The same
Uh,
day, I had my very first walk at LA Fashion Week. That was my very first fashion walk, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was just planned for me to just walk for this one single designer. But guess what? I ended up walking for more than one. And
Really?
what do you think? How many designers?
I would say 5 or 6.
Not really. It was 8.
Whoa.
Yeah. So 8 times the outcome, right? And
Wow.
yeah, and that is what I want to share. I'm not saying that to show off in any way. I don't care. Um, but I want people to feel inspired. If you provide value and people do like you, if you deliver, if you always give your best 100, 200%, people will recommend you. They will help you, right? It's not it's
Definitely.
not always about getting something out of it, because the only thing I got out of this job was like I didn't get paid for it, right? And that
Hmm.
was the thing. My value, which the designers saw, is that I might be a beginner, but I might be that good-looking guy from Germany who I don't need to pay. So why not give him a chance, right? So I was able to get the exposure. They were able to get another male model, right?
All right.
So that's what I do anywhere. I'm just looking for win-win situations, because if it's worth something to the whole team, everyone is willing to collaborate and create something nice, right? So I'm always trying to look for that win-win things and doing things without receiving something back, without expectations. And
Yeah.
then most of the times you get back 10 times what you were actually thinking.
Wow, you're really awesome. Y- you
Thanks for the
you're
feedback.
you're definitely like a team player, and you go into something and you don't expect much out of it. Like you don't go in there saying, I want this and that, I demand this and that. Like you go in there nice and calm, and whatever happens happens, and that's really awesome. Like you got a great
Exactly. Just
way of life.
trying.
Like it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just trying to take advantage of opportunities, because if you just think about it, um, for example, imagine there's a guy asking you out for next weekend because he has this event where he got invited to, right? And he has a +1. And you're like skeptical about it. You don't know him too well. You just met him
Yeah.
once at a party, right? But besides from asking questions whether you should go or not, I'm the guy who's just taking advantage of the opportunity, who's just I'm the one who's just showing up, because I know for a fact that if you just simply show up, there will be something happening for your advantage. Because there's always, if you are nice to people, if you got invited already for free, right? Why wouldn't you go? People, most of the times, I'm telling you, 95% would probably end up making excuses. Hey, I'm so sorry, I
For
don't
sure.
feel too well. Let me stay home. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, there's something with my family. Hey, there's this, I need to prepare for an exam tomorrow or in 2 days. Whatever it is, um, you can always shift around schedules, right? Time management is the key. So just try to show up to any opportunity which comes up without
Yeah.
having
Exactly.
expectations. And at this one event, I can assure you there's at least one person in your field who can get you from this level to the next level. And that's
I
what I've
love.
been doing over and over again, just showing up, because if you don't, you're not growing, right? You just stay at the exact same level.
Yeah. No, you have to take take a chance in order to go far. Like if you just sit sit there and wait for something to happen. It's not going to happen because you have to make it happen and put
You
in the
have to
work
make it happen.
to make it
Yeah,
happen. Like you're exactly like your sign hanging up. Do it.
exactly. Don't here's the thing. It says do it, but it also says don't quit, right?
I did not notice that. Yes.
I'm sure
Yes.
if you're able to see that through the camera.
I
But
see that. Yeah.
yeah, that's why it's hanging right there because Nike always knew it the best, right? To just do it.
True. True.
And it's so true. Things happen out of actions. Things don't happen on a finger snap. You actually
Mhm.
need to do something in order for something to happen, like you said.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk about um, universe, energies, etc. too much, but basically what we all live in is energies, right?
Oh yeah.
Wavelengths. We live based on multiple different energies. This light is an energy, right? So why don't we just imagine the energy we give out, we receive back. So if you give out negative energy, you're gonna receive back failure over and over again, and bad people, only negative stuff. But if
Mhm.
you're optimistic and if you're creating opportunities and you're happy and you're passionate, people will follow you at the same wavelength. And this is what I've been doing, and this is how I was able to grow my network because I attract what I am. I don't attract what I want to have, but I'm more becoming this person who I'm seeking for, and those people will automatically come into my life, and I've experienced that so many times. It's just weird to explain that, but I
Yeah.
hope you guys will understand.
And I know you said like when you're negative, you invite like that bad energy in, and there's a lot of people going through mental health. Like I know I'm one of them too. I have my battles, and like what would you say to someone like that's going through rough patch or sees the world in a negative light? Like what what would you say to them to help them see like the positiveness?
Oh, yes, I would just tell them, hey, this is today's situation, right? But guess what? Every day is a different day. There's always a solution. And this is what I love about life. Life is all about problem solving. And this is what I would tell this person. Hey, what is your problem? What's the actual matter? Why do you feel bad?
Yeah.
Self-reflection. If you rethink on why do I feel like this? Why does that happen? Where am I right now? If you're self-aware, you will find solutions because you will understand the situation. So I will try to understand the other's perspective, basically, to try to figure out what they can do to feel better. Where's the lack? Do they need to do sports? Maybe they need some, movements, or
Yeah.
um, did they get caught up in something which doesn't work? I'm frustrated every single day. Every single day, everyone has a problem,
Oh yeah, of course.
which is coming up, right? So, and that is how life is, like a problem solving. But the moment we get caught up with the problem and we're not, at least not trying to find a solution, we're stuck.
I
I've
know.
ex- I've experienced that too many times, and
Same,
you
same.
and you did as well, for sure, and
Mhm.
everyone did too. that we get stuck sometimes. Sometimes we we just want to chill and just accept what happened, right? But the moment you do that, you fall back into your comfort zone, right?
You're right. You're right.
And people always talk about, yeah, just get out of the comfort zone, do this and that. It's true, but it's actually quite difficult because getting out of the comfort zone also means that you need to have discipline.
Yes.
And with
And take a
discipline
risk.
comes taking risks. With discipline comes a structure,
Mhm.
planning. And that is why people get caught up at the same level because they don't take care of the other steps, of the small steps which lead you to improvement, right?
Oh no, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Like I love listening to you because you're very wise. Like you definitely have a lot of knowledge about positiveness and turning a negative into the positive and it's really awesome to listen to you talk and like try and help anyone going through something and you're very positive like I said like your sign says you just go out and do it
Thank you
you
so
take
much.
it you take a risk and you hope the risk is going to pay pay off because there are a lot of people that get stuck in a comfort zone and don't want to move forward because they're scared on failing.
Yeah, don't be scared. This is another thing which I've experienced. So here's the thing. I'm sure that you would notice that I've been through some things, right? Because I'm talking about those things. I was
Yes.
reflecting and I know how to overcome certain situations. So
Okay.
I did actually um, get through a lot of things at my age, at my very young age, which I'm very pleased to have all of those different experiences because that is me. What's building you is
Mhm.
experiences. And like I said, if you don't try anything, you don't make experiences, right? So yeah, I just got caught up on that one. What was your question?
I'm not no no. I was just saying like how positive you you are and just like I I love it. It's awesome. But
Thank you. But likewise, I
thank
could
you.
tell you have a great personality
Oh, thank you.
and the energy comes even through Zoom. And
Thank you
even
so much.
even you, Rocco, you asked me for recording a podcast, right? And
Hmm.
I think it's cool. And even if you're just starting out, I took advantage of the opportunity. Why not connect? Maybe you're on the same wavelength. You seem like a
Exactly.
guy. You're just trying to build something, and I support that. So I just love it. That's why I'm on this
Thank you.
call.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of
And
course.
and by doing fashion shows and modeling and photo shoots, was there any like fashion show or photo shoot that you had the most fun doing?
The most fun. Oh my gosh. There's for me. It's always difficult to find the most biggest thing, the best
Hmm.
friend. You know, we also get caught up with finding the best moment. There is not the best thing. For me, it's the journey, right?
Yeah, definitely.
When I was 16, there were some things which seemed like the best thing then, but then the next year there were other things. And then the older you get, the more experiences you make, but the best thing is the whole journey to me, right? So obviously, I prefer a couple of shootings, and it might be honest if you're shooting with bigger brands in comparison to smaller ones, where there might be a bigger outcome, of course you're more motivated. Of course,
Oh yeah, of course.
forward. So yeah, I could tell one of my best moments or one of the coolest moments was when I had a shooting at in front of what's it called? The Times Square, just right
Okay.
at Times Square. I was shooting for Michael Cinco. He's an atelier designer and he comes from the same country as I do. Like I'm
Oh,
half
nice.
German, but my other half is Filipino, and he's a Filipino designer.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, I was shooting there with him, and it was just an amazing situation because everyone was watching us. Everyone, because we had so many photographers. People thought that we were famous. I don't know, celebrities. And the situation was quite funny because I was just modeling for his brand and just people were flipping out and shouted scream. It was insane. I couldn't I like I couldn't imagine someone being a celebrity
Uh,
because there's just too much noise going around, and
yeah.
having felt this moment like actually was quite valuable to me because you need to, if you really want to spread the words, people will know you, right? You're gonna have a massive audience. But for some people, it might be um, counterproductive because you can't handle that noise at that specific level with your
Mhm.
personality. So you're not prepared or something. And that's also, I believe, why a lot of artists get caught up with themselves, finding themselves.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because there's just too much noise happening. I don't want that to happen to myself. So here's the thing. I'm always preparing myself for certain situations, mentally, but also physically. And
Exactly.
that is what counts the most, is that you take care of yourself and you try to be happy with you, because when there's self-love, you can also show love. And once there's self-love, things actually work out. But the moment you don't know who you are, you don't take care of yourself, you get caught up in a bubble and you cannot
Oh, oh
get
yeah.
out, right? That's also something we really need to be aware of. Just take care of yourself first is priority number one for me. And then obviously family, etc. Obviously is
Oh yeah,
priority
of course. Of
two.
course.
Cannot, like I said, there's not the best thing. But if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody else, right? That's just
Mhm.
what I mean. And people, like I see so many people in my circles at the same age or at different ages, where they try to have a relationship, a serious relationship with someone, but they know for sure that they actually got problems to solve first. And they're
Before
just,
going into a relationship, yeah.
yeah, and they fall down to a relationship because they think problems get solved with a partner. No,
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
gotta take care of you first, and
Hmm.
then try to take care of other people too, right? Because problems of yourself, like if you have an additional person, it gets multiplied, right? So
Exactly. It's two issues now instead of one.
yeah, I'm you obviously you get my point. It's not an
Mhm.
issue to have a partner, but
Exactly.
if you cannot handle yourself, don't try to handle somebody else too.
Oh
So
no, you're absolutely right.
that's just how I think, and I think we need to reflect on that because I mean it might be just a big time waste to try to just, get someone to help you, instead of solving problems by yourself, for yourself. Yeah.
Definitely. And you say you're half German, half Filipino. So I have to ask this. What's the best food dish for German and Filipino?
Okay, okay. So I love it that I am born and raised with two different cultures.
Yeah.
Very, very pleased because they cannot be different, more different. So on the German side, um, German culture is very, very driven by also beer,
Oh yeah.
like to celebrate, I think in any culture, right? But in Germany, regarding regarding our food, we do have a lot of pork inside our,
Really?
yes. And it tastes delicious, but is also kind of at some point kind of unhealthy, in my opinion. This is my opinion, right? I'm not trying to influence anyone.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of carbs included in the meals. Like I love Schweinshaxe. You know what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
It's it's um it's baked pork with which is like very so tasty. And then on the side dish you have like typical German potatoes or
Oh,
something
okay.
with a good sauce. I'm not sure how to cook that, so I cannot explain to you the ingredients for the sauce, unfortunately. So that's a German thing. I love that dish. Schweinshaxe.
Okay.
Try it out. Try it out. But on the Filipino side, we do have a kind of similar dish, and it's called adobo. And adobo is chicken, not pork, but we eat it with a lot of vegetables and rice.
Nice.
I know rice are carbs as well, but it's just a different level.
Well, yeah, it's like a better carb.
It's good. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But I'm very into nutrition. I'm not over overdoing and measuring what calories I eat and how many fats I ate today. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing that. It's messing with
Yeah,
my brain. We have to deal with other stuff rather than counting my calories.
I know, right?
I really respect if people do that. It's just not for me. I'm just trying to eat healthy, eat diversified, trying to not to eat the same things every day.
Hmm.
It'd be even too much to eat strawberries every single day. Everything which you do too much is too much. Like I'm always just trying to bring routine into it, into anything I do. Because once you get, tied up with one thing, you get fucked. Like your brain, you're mentally, you will be unstable if you don't have different things going on.
No, you're right. You're right. And I mean, anyone that's seen like your photo shoots and fashion, you have an amazing body. And how do you keep it so great? Like, what kind of workouts do you do? I know you're saying you like to to eat right too, and that also helps. But what kind of workouts do you do to keep your amazing body?
So I used to do professional track and fields. I used to play tennis and football, soccer too. So I did have some routine over there. But now that I'm actually having my own startup businesses and I do have a lot of things going on, I just try to focus on them and but still try to maintain my body. So I still go to the gym, I work
Hmm.
out, and I'm not trying to find excuses wherever I am. If I'm traveling, if I'm partying, I do know that the next day I have to deliver. I still need to get my things done in order
Yeah.
to prove, right? So carpe diem. But you get my point.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
workouting, yeah. I'm doing I don't know, workouts like burning carbs, workouts like pumping here and then, but also workouts to remain uh, how would you say that? To just running because if
Okay.
you can run, you have more, I feel like you got more energy to get through something, whatever it is, into different tasks. You can adapt your thrive from sports into different fields. And that's what I've been doing. Sports taught me a lot of lessons. It taught me more about myself than I knew before. It taught me how to handle my body. It taught me um, how I can solve problems. It taught me how I can take care of injuries, right? It
Mhm.
taught me so many things. And I'm so honored and pleased to have made experiences with also professional sports, right? So I'm always right now I'm just trying to adapt those experiences which I've made into other fields, trying to convert this into my business career.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
no, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a professional sports mentor or something. I'm sorry, it's totally different. But I'm using those habits, I'm using those strengths to
Yeah, exactly.
do other things. Yeah. Like right now, I'm building an AI software company.
Oh,
It's based,
wow.
I don't like to brag about things which haven't been accomplished yet. So you're the first to actually know that in public.
Okay.
So that's also one of my sayings. I I I only want to show with results because results speak for themselves.
Well, yeah,
I don't want to brag about plans which haven't been made yet. But yeah, but you get my
that
point.
that's a really good point. Yeah, you don't want to talk about it until it actually happens.
Yes, because once you do that, you either way you have to stick to it because you promise
Exactly.
people that you're
Exactly.
delivering. But if once you do that, once you promise people that you're delivering, it's not going to happen because you're forcing it too much. You're forcing it more than you have to have, and then you get caught up with tr always trying to show people what you can do
Hmm.
rather than focusing on the important things to actually get this thing ongoing, right? It's just it's just so many things which I've taught myself by myself with doing my own thing and with failing every single day, right? And it's just for me, there's not the perfect mentor. You are the perfect mentor to yourself because you're the only one who truly takes care of you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously your parents do support, but once you turn 18, you should be able to take care of yourself as well, right?
You're right.
That's where real life starts. That's where life kicks you in your ass just like that on a daily
It's
basis.
true. That's true. Yes. And what are some of your goals do you want to do now? I mean, I know you say you have certain things that are in the works, and you've done a lot of stuff. Like you you you've done a lot of fashion stuff and modeling, and I saw you were Mr. Gentleman Inter International, and
Yeah,
would do you want to act or anything? Like, do you want to stay in the world of entertainment?
that's a very good question. It's kind of split in halves. Like this one half says, yeah, modeling is cool. You get you get eyes on you all the time because people think you're good looking or people think you modeled with this brand. You might be someone with a high profile, right? That's what it brings, and that value is what is good because then you attract high level people as well, right? Because
Well,
they
yeah.
do spend time with you. And I'm doing, to be honest, I'm doing modeling, not for fashion, not because I'm fashion interested. I'm doing modeling. I'm involved because I know that I can build my network with this.
Exactly.
Imagine me being part of Paris Fashion Week or just attending those events. I can meet the most, you know, the most famous people. I could meet the people who can afford to go to those events just like that because some other dudes invited me. And that is how I build my network, and that is how I see modeling. It's opening doors for me for other things. So I'm trying to leverage this skill set, trying to leverage, maybe people call it talent, but then the other half is what I do actually want to do. So so then I'm trafficking all of what comes from here, all the
Yeah.
connections to build solutions, to build problem-solving items, tools. And that is where my pleasure comes into place. My, what I love to do, that's where my heart really opens, is to create businesses, trying to figure out how I could improve something, because we're all consumers and on a daily basis we see a lack of something.
Mhm.
We might face a problem, or maybe there's also a product problem or something which we have to solve ourselves, right? So, and I'm always thinking about, oh my gosh, if this happens to me, that might happen to other people as well, right? So that's what I'm doing now. For example, I saw the problem of myself producing content on a daily basis for Instagram, because I'm doing a lot of things because I'm very passionate. And sometimes it's just, I don't want to record myself daily to upload a video. It's too forced, too much. So I was like, maybe I can find editors who can who can have who I could just give access to my whole gallery, and they could just figure out the good stuff and cut it together, shuffle together based on what I actually want to represent myself on, and then they could just post it on my Instagram or just prepare it and I can post it. So I don't need to take care of that because it's not my main focus, right? So I started this in January this year, and 2 weeks later, people commented, "Hey, oh cool, I like your new style." And then I was thinking, oh my gosh, maybe somebody else needs that too, like automating the content production. So I was researching. Obviously, there's tons of agencies who are doing that, but I can do it better. I was thinking I could do it better, and I believe I can, because I got great feedback. And right now, we are at the stage where I have the biggest real estate client from Germany, and I do believe also from Europe, in my pipeline as one of my customers. And the sky's the limit. I'm just trying to scale everything from here. And I've been just hustling through it, making improvements, failing, had clients who were just there for a week, were there for a month or
Yeah.
whatever. All the setbacks are lecturing you to improve and be a better version of yourself every single day. That's also a good saying, which I follow on a daily basis. Just try to top yourself every single day.
That's great words to live by. That's that. That's awesome. And
Definitely.
yeah, I'm a big fan of like karaoke. Is there a go-to karaoke song for you if you do it?
I'm a huge fan too. In the Philippines, um, our culture involves singing and doing something regarding music. That's
Oh,
why I
okay.
also play the piano, and I actually sing, but only to myself. But yeah, regarding karaoke, the fun thing about karaoke, if you depict it from outside, It's a space where you are without mobile phones, hopefully. It's a space where
Hmm.
you are with people who are getting out of the comfort zone because
Exactly.
most of
Exactly.
us don't like to sing in front of people
Well, yeah.
because we think we're not good at singing, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
if you are in a karaoke bar, people don't care because you sing together, because you are
Exactly.
a team. You're just trying to enjoy and have fun. And that's what I love about karaoke. I'm doing it too few times. Like I'm doing that once in 2 years. It's probably I should do it more often. I should do it on a basis. No, yeah, but regarding my favorite karaoke song, any song from artists like Bruno Mars, maybe Shawn Mendes or Justin
Oh
Bieber.
yeah.
I'm a believer. I'm a Justin Bieber fan.
Hey, Biebs is the best. Like he's awesome.
You know, they're just role models to me. I don't care. Like, obviously, I care about the music, but I care more about the person who's behind the creation. And
Hmm.
Justin Bieber is just so unique to all of us. You know, he's been through some serious shit
Oh, I
and
know.
he's experienced things which we all can't on a level which is like it's top tier, right?
Exactly.
So it's just to me, it's just mind blowing. It's just mind blowing that people can experience those things and what kind of experiences they make and how can I try to at least um, get you know taught those experiences, but in a different way, like t 1,000 times less. Yeah, that is why people who achieve something great are a role model to me. It could be anyone. Um, it's just, and I don't know why people always try to hate on someone because
Mhm.
they're getting jealous or they don't like what they do 100%. And
Yeah.
dude, we are in today's society. Today's society is based on judgment, right? We
Oh
get
no, it really is. Yeah.
we get judged every single day on
Yeah.
this phone, on this phone, and on this iPad, and on this laptop right there. You know,
Oh, I
I'm not
know. I
show
know.
off with my items, but I'm telling you, it, we're getting judged way too many times, and um, there's young people who cannot take care of themselves with judgment, and it's
Hmm.
just very, very difficult for all of us to to have this pressure and misleading judgment from outside the bubble, trying to compromise us. And this is just not good. I think there should be a lecture in school teaching young people like you and I were still young to, you know, be self-aware and being able to confront hate or whatever by yourself. And it's just a skill set which all of us need to develop by ourselves, right?
Right.
How to react to certain situations. So it's just something which is important that we are aware of, and I'm very happy to share this in front of the camera.
Wow. Yeah. No, I 100% agree. Like you that definitely should be something taught in this school. It would help people because like there's so much like ever since cell phones and laptops started, now there's so much not only bullying in school, but now cyber bullying too. And it's just crazy. And that's why it's good. It would be good for a school to help kids get ready for that world.
Yes, exactly. Get ready for this world.
Hmm.
There's not a specific date for it, right? But it's insane. I just don't like the whole system. anywhere. There's a lack of you know there's a lack in the system that people that there's not really a course which prepares you for life. There
Oh, I
should,
know.
and it's just so extremely sad. And this is also one of my missions, Mission Impossible. After I've been through, after I actually get to that stage where I want to be, I really do want to share my experiences along the journey and
Hmm.
just try to not teach, but I don't teach, I don't influence.
Yeah, yeah.
I want people to relate and build their own mindset around it, around what I say. I don't want them to change their mind in any means, you know? And this is what I've never seen on social media, is that somebody is trying to, just sharing value, sharing experiences, but just towards giving advice like for free,
Hmm.
because people can always relate. There's certain situations which we've all come through and we've all been handling in a very different way. And I do think we see that now. There's a lot of people doing podcasts. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. But still, us, you and I, we need to have our own opinion. And we can listen to people, but we should stick to our own opinion. And this is what social media should be about.
Oh, no,
Um,
no.
Learn, reflect based on experiences from yourself and from others. But social media is also being used for bad things to manipulate people
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
elections, for example, right? Or
Oh,
for whatever it is. And it's just so sad that this is not crime scene,
oh, I
because
know. I know.
manipulation to me is like obviously a crime. It should be.
I know.
But anyways, just different topic.
You're like I said, it's so awesome talking to you. So the last thing I'm going to ask you basically is where could fans follow you at and keep up with everything positive that that you're putting out there in the world.
Fans could follow me on my Instagram on at Jil Maurice. And you know, my Instagram is all about my passions,
Hmm.
things I love to do. And I know exactly that social media works in niche pages. So they try to push accounts in a certain niche. Like for example, let's say you are only doing podcasts.
Yeah.
Instagram will notice that. They will recommend you in this niche. Then there's this guy who's doing only workouts. Then there's this guy who's doing music. But hey, you know what? I love to do all of it. So,
Yeah.
so I don't care. It's quite difficult for me to build my fan base, but if you love to see what I do on a daily basis, yeah, you could check it out. And by the way, there's something which happened to me this year, which might be amazing, which will be amazing probably. And it's gonna be released next year. I cannot tell you what it is because I'm under
Okay.
yeah, but you should definitely check it out.
All right. I will keep my eye out for that.
All right. Hey,
Well,
it was a pleasure talking to you, and I hope I didn't talk too much.
no, no. I like I said, I love listening. Like you're so awesome. Like I really love your views.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I believe in, like I said, in today's society, we just need someone who's giving you this last
Hmm.
push, this last, hey, I'm gonna push you out of your comfort zone. I'm
Right?
gonna
Exactly.
remind you to do that. I'm not
Exactly.
forcing you to do it, but I would recommend you to do it, right? And that's why I love podcasts because it's more personal rather than
Yeah.
just showing off, showing only results, showing only positive things on social media. And we get spoiled with too many positive things on a daily basis that we actually get caught up with a superficial world.
Oh, I know.
Perfect. But then people recognize that, oh my gosh, I'm sitting in my chair and I don't have this and that, and this is not happening to me. What the hell? He has this perfect, he, she, it has this perfect life, but I don't.
Yeah.
So people get depressed. Don't try to compare yourself with others. Rather than that, just try to improve yourself because you can only compare yourself today with yourself yesterday, right? So that should be in your head. Don't care. Everyone has a different timeline, right? It's not about uh, getting being a millionaire at 20 years old or 30 or 50 years old. You could do it whenever you want, right? Whenever it suits you best, not whenever it suits your best friend best. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, it, thank you so much for coming on and doing the show. It was so nice. It was a real honor to actually listen to you talk. And I really
Thank you so much for having
enjoyed
me.
meeting you.
I appreciate your time, and I hope that people could learn from what I said, or, just like I said, just taking in my recommendations, because everything I said in this podcast helped me a lot, and
Mhm.
I hope that it might help some people as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Well,
Thank you.
I know it's yeah, I think it's nighttime there. So have an amazing night.
It is. It is. I'm gonna kick some more time with this light, because I'm still productive right now. But thank you so much, and I hope that we can talk soon. And
Oh my God. Yeah,
I
definitely
hope that you
stay
can
in touch. Like
I hope
like
you
like
can share more of your experiences too. But
yeah,
thank you for
definitely.
asking me today.
Yeah, definitely stay in touch. I definitely want to stay in touch because I love talking to you. It's awesome. So again, thanks,
Likewise,
thanks for doing the
likewise.
show.
Thanks for having this positive energy. You're a very, very nice
Thank
personality.
you, thank you.
And it's my first time meeting him, right? It's my first time. So
Yeah, exactly.
keep it up, man. I love it. I love it. And I love your background.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Have a nice
Have
day and a
have an awesome
successful
night.
day. Thank you. All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.